Hello everyone, welcome back to my High Celebrities News channel. The story for today is Lily Collins celebrated her dad Phil Collins' last concert with Genesis in London on Saturday. The Emily in Paris star, 33, took to Instagram to share several behind-the-scenes photos of the band's final performance. In an emotional post, Lily thanked her father for being such an inspiration as she perched on top of a Genesis storage box. Lily wrote, "Tonight marks the end of an era. To have witnessed this last show was truly the memory of a lifetime and an event I shall hold in my heart forever. Endlessly grateful doesn't begin to do it justice. So much love was left on that O2 stage and an even bigger amount shared between an audience who didn't want it to end." She continued, "Thank you at Genesis_band for the memories, thank you Dad for being such an inspiration, and thank you at NIC_Collins for making me the proudest sister there is." 50 years of songs later and still generations more to celebrate you long after this tour has finished. It comes as her father bade an emotional farewell to Genesis fans alongside bandmates Mike Rutherford and Tony Banks, as the iconic band played their final ever concert. London's O2 provided the backdrop for the band's last show on their The Last Domino tour, with frail frontman Phil, 71, telling the crowd he will now have to get a real job. Phil, who performed the show sitting down due to suffering from a number of different health conditions in recent years, later joined Mike, 71, and Tony, 72, for a standing ovation. The band first found fame in the 1970s and have sold more than 100 million records. Phil told the crowd, "It's the last stop of our tour, and it's the last show for Genesis. After tonight we all have to get real jobs." The 3 London concerts were set to take place at the end of last year but had to be rescheduled due to positive COVID-19 tests within the band, which has been touring for the first time in 14 years. Collins, who has a history with back problems, has been sitting down for all the concerts on the tour, and his son, Nick Collins, 20, has stepped in for him on drums. The 2007 Genesis reunion tour left Phil with a dislocated vertebra in his neck that caused nerve damage in his hands. He has been using a walking stick since he had major surgery on his back in October 2015. In 2017, Phil was forced to postpone 2 solo concerts at the Royal Albert Hall after a fall in his hotel room. Original member Peter Gabriel, 72, did not join the trio for this set of shows, and neither did guitarist Steve Hackett, 72, who was in the band from 1971 to 1977. The band was originally comprised of singer Peter, Tony, guitarist Anthony Phillips, Mike, and drummer Chris Stewart. They released their debut LP, From Genesis to Revelation, in 1969 with John Silver replacing Chris on drums and percussion. By the time of second album Trespass in 1970, John Mayhew was the drummer. In 1970, Phil became the drummer and provided backing vocals before taking over lead vocals in 1975. Mick Barnard also enjoyed a 1-year stint in the band on guitar from 1970-71. Since the band's debut, they have gone on to sell more than 100 million records, securing 21 UK top 40 hits and 6 #1 albums. Before the tour, they last performed together in 2007 to mark their 40th anniversary and had been in 2 minds about reuniting due to Phil's medical issues. That is all for today news. Please make sure to leave your comment and subscribe the channel below for more news update. Thank you for watching.